Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games, back with another true arcade game classic for you this evening. This is Taito's. I'm trying to get used to saying Taito because I know it's not Taito, but I always said Taito. This is Taito's Jungle Hunt. Classic game. Everybody's played it. If you haven't, what in the world are you waiting for? Just watch this video and we'll show you how great it is. So this is Jungle Hunt, not to be confused with Jungle King, and not to be confused with Pirate Pete. Well, we'll talk about that more in a minute. This is one of Taito's classic cabinets. They were famous for these little cabinets. They're a little bit smaller than most of them. Ironically, I have it next to a Frogger, which is another kind of small cabinet. And we've got a Rolling Thunder, which is another kind of small cabinet. But believe me, folks, it's a little small. A little bit smaller than most of the cabinets. And they had these cool generic artwork designs on the side. Now, they made several different cabinets, all different colors. So there's green ones and gray ones and all that. And then on the front, it just has this kind of plain artwork as well. So this cabinet could be turned into something else pretty easily. You know, they would just swap the control panel and some of the artwork, and now you have a different title. And the game board, of course. So they made it, you know, generic looking so that they could update it in the future if they needed to. And I guess it saved a little money by not having to redesign the side art all the time. But they've come to be fairly loved over the years. Everybody loves that design. It's just a cool looking cabinet. Now, unfortunately, they're made of a real cheap particle board, so this is kind of puffed up because at some point that was scratched, and so the paint scratched off, and then this cabinet has gotten wet at some point, so that's puffed up, and you have this kind of problem with them. If you look on the front here, you can see how that's it won't focus that good. It's focusing on the wrong part. See how that's swollen slightly? Again, it's just because of the cabinet materials, and if you can make it do this by spraying Windex on it. So it has a little bit of that going on, but all in all, as you can see, it's in pretty good shape. And this is it says right down there on the bottom, 1981 Taito America Corporation. So this came out in 81, or at least I guess that's when the cabinet was designed. Jungle Hunt, very cool game, very fun. It only has 4 levels that repeat over and over again. It says 82, so I guess it came out in 82. It would have been designed in 81, and then they got their stuff together and actually got it shipped the next year. I guess it took them a while to print everything and make all the circuit boards, make all the wiring harnesses. So this is Jungle Hunt. Now, you may have heard of Jungle King. You might be thinking, I thought it was Jungle King. Well, if you're an arcade aficionado, you probably already know the story. But if you don't know the story, I'll tell you what little bit I know of it. Basically, the original game was called Jungle King. It was in the same cabinet, but the artwork was a little different. So there was a little more going on here. There's like little trees and parts of the jungle. The bezel around the outside had a little more going on to make it more like a jungle themed game, and the marquee was a little more significant, right? Jungle King. And in the game, instead of this character here, you were Tarzan, basically, or someone exactly like Tarzan. And it did Tarzan's little yell at the beginning, and they put it out. It did pretty good. Everybody liked it. And then the people that owned the Tarzan story and the likeness sued the hell out of them, right? Or at least threatened to sue them. They always say people got sued, but then you never hear that they lost or anything. So maybe they just threatened to sue them. I don't know. But the people that owned the Tarzan character had a big problem with this game basically being a Tarzan game. And so they said, you need to cut that out. So Taito, not wanting to get sued into oblivion, changed the game, and they renamed it Jungle Hunt. They made the artwork, they lost all of the Jungle King Tarzan character artwork, right? And they changed Tarzan from Tarzan to this little guy who was just a little explorer with a little pith hat on, right? And so, you know, back then all of these companies were fairly creative. So they did that, and of course they got rid of the Tarzan yell. It doesn't do that. These companies were fairly creative, and so somebody working there said, okay, so they started shipping these out, right? And they were selling a bunch of these. So they sold a bunch of Jungle Kings, then they had to stop, so they made it Jungle Hunt, and they're selling a bunch of these. And then somebody said, you know, I hate that it's kind of a stripped down version. Why don't we make yet another version? So they made a third version of the same freaking game, and it was called Pirate Pete. Now, Pirate Pete, they went back and they added a little more artwork and made it look a little better. More artwork around the bezel. A nice marquee that says Pirate Pete with you know, a lot of artwork and stuff. And so in that one, instead of being in the jungle, you were I think on one level, I've never played it, but I think on one level you're on a ship and you're fighting pirate characters. Everybody's a pirate, right? So they completely changed it. Of course, no Tarzan yell in that one or anything. So they completely changed it again, shipped those out, and sold some of those too. Now that game's fairly rare. I've never even seen one, so I don't know how many they made or whatever. But the same game they made 3 different times, and each time they just changed some of the ROMs on the board to make the graphics look a little different. But it's basically the same game. So there's your little history lesson. I'll show you the back. A lot of people have been saying that they want to see the inside of them a little more often. So this one's got a nice clean back, so maybe we'll show you this. I think it's a little bit of a pain to lock back, but hey, I'll deal with that. So, still got a lot of dust on that. I might have to wipe that down, but that's the original back door sheet. Forever dusty. It's basically telling you the options that you can change. Dip switch A, you can change the, why is it, oh, it's not still on. I kept hearing a noise. I'm thinking, why did it not turn off when I opened the back door? But that's the cocktail next to us. Miss Pac-Man is making the noise. But it shows you here the little dip switches. You can change the settings, how many men you get, number of jungle hunters it says. I wonder if on Jungle King, oh, it probably just says number of Jungle Kings, right? And it shows you how many coins it costs, blah, 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 blah. Look, interestingly, you can turn off that it says 1982 on the display, because in 1983 you might not want it to say 1982 anymore, right? People might think it's old. This is the filter board. So the US government made it where if you were going to sell a game, it might cause interference with other electronic devices. So you had to have a filter board in place so you could be approved by the FCC, I guess. And so this has just little ferrite things on it or whatever that I guess stops the radio transmission. And then this is the game board down here. There's actually 4 boards to it. There's 3 big boards and this one little daughter board. Lots of connectors and things. This is the original power supply setup, which is what they call a linear power supply. And the modern power supplies are called switching power supplies, which is that over there in the corner. As you can see, we've replaced the linear power supply with a switching power supply, which is easy to get. So like if that one ever goes bad, someone will be able to get that same exact one and just bolt it in and put the wires back, and it'll be back up and running again. So a lot of times when you get these old games, the power supply is the problem. So that was one of the problems with this one. And then this is a 4900 Wells Gardner K4900 monitor, the original monitor that was in it, which we've rebuilt with all new capacitors and things, and it's looking good. So cool little game. We left the original power supply in there in case down the road somebody would prefer to fix that old one. Let me see if I can get the door to shut. It's a little tricky on this one. Yeah, we're good. All right, so there we go. We're back up. Now, let's read over the instructions. Jungle Hunt directions. Jungle Hunt is trademarked. They weren't going to they weren't going to have that crap happen again. So on this bezel, there are little light bulbs here behind the artwork. So in a dark arcade, you can see that glows out at you. Very smart. Very, very smart. People love these little Taito cabinet designs. I might go back to saying Taito, people. I don't like Taito. It doesn't sound right. I know it is right, but I just don't like the way it sounds. So, carefully time your jump and push button to swing from rope to rope. Now, in the original, it said swing from vine to vine. They decided to change that. Avoid crocodiles by working the joystick and push the knife button to fend them off. Now, I just figured out that you can't stab them when their mouth's open. I was wondering why I kept getting ate. Right? Eaten. I kept getting eaten because their mouth was open. See, their mouth has to be closed. You hit them with the knife. Don't stay under the water too long or you will run out of air. Duh. Push the jump button to leap over the falling rocks or use the joystick to duck under them. Oh, you can duck? I didn't know that. Okay. Use the joystick control and button to jump over the barbarians and save the beautiful girl. We'll judge if she's beautiful here shortly. I don't know if I can even get that far, but additional hunter is added at 10,000 points. Game is over when all hunters are lost or the time reaches 0. I don't see a timer on it, but hey, I'll take their word for it. So this is the third level. You have to jump over the rocks, which he is doing horribly. Let's see him duck one. This looks very easy, that part. It can't be that easy. Oh, he's ducking. He was ducking. Okay, there's the beautiful maiden. Yeah, she looks pretty beautiful, right? She looked fairly beautiful. Beautiful girl. All right, Jungle Hunt. Taito America Corp. 1982. I will set up the tripod. We'll play it a little bit. You see what you think. All right, folks, I backed the image out a little bit so that you can see the cool bezel that lights up in the dark. You'll have to disregard the little bit of a pattern on the screen, the moire pattern, because whenever you're aiming a camera at the pixels on a CRT, sometimes it does stuff like that if they're all the same color like that, and if it's like a big background picture. I mean a big solid color in the background. I tried to like defocus it a little bit, which made it a little better, but you're just gonna have to cope, people. You're just gonna have to deal with it, okay? This is not, you know, like, this is not high def. I'm pointing a camera. I thought that was him dead. That was just him laying down under the rock. Ridiculous. All right, I'm pointing a camera at an old CRT tube. You know what I'm saying? This is from 1982. All right, we're gonna play it a little bit and see what you think. I'm gonna need more credits than that because I suck. All right, here we go. I'm jumping blind, people. What do you think about that? As long as the vine's kind of like coming towards you, usually you don't fall. I kind of left off of it a little bit that time as I was trying to grab the end, so that's good. Oh, I shouldn't have done that last one. I was pushing it, folks. I might need to turn up the background music a little bit. Alright, and this last one I don't think really matters because you're going swimming. Oh! I wasn't in front of them. You gotta be in front of them to stab them. Ah, man! I want to get some points. Man! That must have a pattern I'm supposed to figure out. Like this one, it seems like he's just back and forth. Man! I'm gonna get kicked out of the arcade for slapping the machine. Alright, back to it. Okay, I'm gonna try to be more serious this time, folks. I want to at least see the third board. Check it out, I'm up in the trees. I'm so high, you can't even see me. Woo, about lost it. Oh, this one swings fast. This rope hanging from the... This is definitely not a vine. This is not a vine, do not sue me. This is a rope. See, this is how they screw you. They swing them too fast. See how it's swinging too fast? Here we go. All right, so I didn't die that time. That's good. Man. Damn. Damn. I guess you gotta wait till they're like completely done with all of that. There we go. I knifed his ass. I guess if you wait till they've already done it, you're good. So you don't want those air bubbles. They will mess you up. Oh, cool. You can stay down. Oh, I gotta go up though to get air. Damn it. Well, that's good. It left me about halfway through. Don't you see improvement, people? I'm getting better, right? Yeah, look at him. That's me. I'm so happy looking. All right, now this part I know nothing about. That's him ducking. That's what ducking looks like. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. Why would they do it like this? Is this like an avalanche or something? Damn it. I got dealt with. Got dealt with again. Oh no, that was my last man. You're gonna have to watch me horribly play again. I can't quit there. Alright. We'll try it again. The first ones are probably easy. They probably make it where you can't miss the first 2 or 3 vines. I mean ropes. I meant to do that. Why were you so nervous? Oh, this is that slow one. Oh, you know what? I just figured out it screws you up if you land high because you're not far enough over. But you can't, oh, by the way, you can't move down the vine that I'm aware of. There's no way to really do it. All right, in the water I go. All right, so I figured out a little more. So you wait till they do it, and once they've done it, you can stab them. Boom. Boom. Oh no, I got to get up, gotta get up, gotta get up. Oh, I didn't make it. Just when I think I'm doing so well. Damn it. These alligators, man, are going to be the death of me. They call them crocodiles. The crocodiles are going to be the death of me. All right, I have 2 little jungle kings. 2. Let's do it. Damn it! It smashed my head. Yeah! I think he's moonwalking. That's me. Okay, I made it. Use the joystick controls and button to jump over the barbarians and save the beautiful girl. Damn it! I failed in some way. I must have hit the pot. Damn it! I think I hit the pot again. Well, there you have it, folks. I think that's enough. I don't want to make you suffer anymore. That is Taito's Jungle Hunt. Really cool game. Now I want to get Pirate Pete. That sounds awesome. I'm gonna have to look for a Pirate Pete. If I get one, I will film a video for you. Promise. Now I know you could just look on YouTube for another video, but you wouldn't have all of the great commentary of me playing it, and whoever was playing it would probably be really good at it, and that's boring as hell. Now, when you first walked up to this game, you were about as good as I am right now at it. Now, you might have been better on your first quarter. If you were, I don't want to hear any crap. But you know, I'm trying to make you remember what it was like when you first played this game back in 1982. But there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, if you're looking to buy a game, an arcade game for your house, which is where we sell most of these to, go to our website and check it out. We're at lionsarcade.com. Lyons. That's our last name. That's why it's called that. We're at lionsarcade.com, and all of the games that we have available for sale right now are up on lionsarcade.com. Now, by the time you see this video, this game, Jungle Hunt, may have swung off on a rope to its new home, so we may not even have it available for sale anymore. But you can check out our website and everything that we do have available. Look, the damn computer is better at it than me. Look at that. Unbelievable. The attract mode's better at it than I am. But, oh, there we go. He got his. So, check out our website. Even if it's 10, 15 years from now, the website will be up to date. Now, if you're local, you can come by and see us. We're in downtown Rock Hill, South Carolina. We've got a showroom here in our video game store full of arcade games for sale. Dozens of them. We've probably got 40 of them right now for sale with price tags on them. So stop by and see us. We're in downtown Rock Hill, South Carolina, which is about 15 minutes south of Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, if you're not interested in buying one, well, that's fine. Just subscribe to us here on YouTube. And every time we every time we get a new game in, something cool like this, a true classic, we will film a video for all of our loyal YouTube fans. Now, the last thing we need you to do after you subscribe to us, we need you to thumbs up the video so you let everybody know that it's cool. If you thumbs up the video, YouTube suggests it to more people. So, therefore, we get more people watching it. We get more people subscribing, and our channel grows, and everybody helps us out. We want to be successful on YouTube. So thumbs up the video and leave your comment below. If you used to play this back in the day and it was at the burger joint down the street, let us know about it. That's our favorite whenever people remember playing it decades ago. Now, this was also on the Atari, so you may remember playing it on the Atari. Hey. But make sure to thumbs up the video, subscribe to us below, leave your comment as you will below, and we will see you on the next video.